We are live. I have come in
here.
hot. I am not thrilled with multiple different situations that have come up. I mean, we will get into. What do you want to do first, Jack?
I am writing about the Derrick White trade currently, so if you would like to lead discussion and I can follow as I'm writing, that would be
Yeah,
amazing.
let's do that so you don't get all screwed up and accidentally put Simmons in your article. So the Celtics have broken my heart. They have traded Josh Richardson to San Antonio for Derrick White. Richardson, who has been a very important piece to me on this team's in this team's success so far, in this 6-game streak, one of the 8 guys Ime trusts to be on the floor, and they have kicked him to the curb. Here we are.
Well, I mean, I think it definitely sucks to lose Richardson, but at this point, like Derrick White is the better player. I mean, and you can argue that's not like what they need, and I agree that losing Richardson shooting definitely hurts. But my theory is that hello Phil, hello Birkin, yes we're here. This isn't going to be the end. This cannot be the end because if they're trading Derrick White, then they also threw in a first. So they wanted Derrick White.
Wait, the Celtics threw in a first?
Yeah, the Celtics gave a first.
Oh my goodness.
And you consider the fact Derrick White's under contract for a long time. I think they'll definitely trade Schroeder. Uh-oh, you're not going to like what just popped up on my phone, and Birkin's definitely not going to like it. They also sent Romeo Langford.
Whatever. I don't care about that.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I really like Derrick White, but my thing is, if they're doing this, then they're gonna trade Schroeder for someone who can help them with their shooting. Okay. Oh, protected Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, and a 2022 first protected 1 through 4. Okay, so they're sending their 2022 first. Richardson and Romeo. I like the trade. I mean, I like Derrick White. I know he's a name that I've brought up to you multiple times, but I'll let you keep giving your thoughts because I do have to continue writing real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big Richardson guy, man. Richardson rules.
I know you are.
And you give up your pick to get rid of him? I mean, this is how trades go. I mean, we haven't heard about this, and of course it comes up. That's how it usually goes. Usually the trades you see, besides the other trade that might have just happened, are not ones that are going to happen because they're getting leaked because the negotiations have come to an end. But here we are. I'm also trying to share this stream as we talk. But yeah, I'm heartbroken. I like Richardson. I think he played hard. He was a good player to have on the Celtics. On the podcast, Jack, I said many times I thought he was important to keep around. He's under contract next year. He gives you good defense. Again, plays hard. He's shot well this season, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Am I even live anymore? I don't know if I am.
What do you mean? Hello? I can still hear you. Oh, Sam is frozen. Sorry, guys. Celtics gave up Josh Richardson, a first-round pick, and Romeo Langford in exchange for Derrick White. The first-round pick is protected 1 through 4, which means they're here, and I think Sam is back because I can see him moving again.
Is it really that much to ask for me to be able to share the stream on Facebook and stay in the stream at the same time? Verizon, Linksys. I mean, you guys are getting a trade deadline special, Sam throwing the internet under the bus. If you live in the Northeast, do not get Verizon internet. Do not get the Linksys routers because they will let you down like they have let me down today. And just like the Celtics just let me down with Josh Richardson being shipped out. I sure hope I'm overreacting and I'm wrong.
You definitely are overreacting.
I definitely am. But I really would love if I was very much wrong.
Well, the thing is, the big thing with Derrick White, just as good as a defender as Jay Rich. I'll tell you that. Derrick White's a great defender. He's a quality defender. He's a guard. He can pass the ball really well. He's a great combo guard. His shooting numbers are obviously down this season. I've talked about that. He's shooting around 31.4%, but throughout his career, he's been like a 35, 36% three-point shooter. So he's having a down year. Fine. He's under team control. He's under contract through the 2024-25 season. So he's a Celtic. You know what I'm saying?
How much money is he making?
This year it is 14.4. And it gets up to 18.8 in the 2024-25 season. So it does get up. But he is only, how old is he, 25? He's 27. So he's right in the prime. I really like the trade. And like I said, I think this indicates that there could be other moves to be made this season. Or this trade deadline.
I thought there was going to be other moves made when they made the trade earlier today with Orlando. They shipped out Bol, PJ Dozier. My thought was they're freeing up roster spots, so we'll just have to. I mean, they all
now they have a third one. Now they have
a third roster spot open,
which, like I said, probably means that there's something else that's going to happen.
Yo, did you see what Embiid tweeted?
No, what did Embiid tweet?
Oh my God! Can I share screen? How do I do that? He tweeted. Oh, I see that. Well, I can't describe to you the context of this picture.
I don't think I get the meme.
Oh, I do. It pretty much, yes. White is a guard, Birkin.
Embiid tweeted he's the same height as Richardson. He's the same height as
the dude that posted Rip Bozo on Instagram. Like he went to the funeral, make sure the dude was dead. So
Jesus.
Embiid rules. The only thing is I really hate Harden. I hate him. Hate that guy. F that guy, man. All right, let me see. I still haven't been able to share this damn stream on my Twitter. I'm struggling. I'm in a shambles.
All right, I'm writing. So I'm
Jack is writing. We are doing our best.
This threw me for a loop. I was ready to hop on and talk James Harden, and then the Celtics did this, and now
I was speeding home, and a short bus in America, if you don't know, a short bus stops, and when a school bus stops, they have my favorite thing on the planet, a stop sign that comes out and requires all other drivers to stop, even if you're on the other side of the road.
I mean, it makes sense, Sam. That is a very sensible rule for the people to stop.
I don't know.
For a school
on the other side of the road, I don't know about that.
Yes. What if they have to cross the street?
Had to hand this guy his son as I sat there waiting to get home to chat with all of you.
I don't.
But we're here now.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's not out of the ordinary, but it is frustrating.
I am almost done. Sorry, everybody. Is Birkin in the chat complaining? I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but his boy is gone.
1 second.
Alrighty, I am just finishing this up, and then I will be on looking at the chat, chatting with you. Yes, exactly. Romeo will flourish with the Spurs, and Dennis will be gone too. I guess that's my thing. I think if they're doing this, I don't think there's any shot that they end up keeping. Dennis Schroeder as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, it doesn't make sense. Like they wouldn't make this move if they're going to have that packed of a guard rotation.
Birkin is upset.
I'm sorry.
Tim is here.
Hey, I'm sorry, Birkin. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
I'm
Holy
writing.
Hell.
So I'm thrown.
I'll fill in the gaps here, Jack. Sorry.
Thank you.
Jack is doing
before you arrived, I've complained about the trades. I've complained about short buses
it's
and their
weird,
stop signs. I'm coming hot today, Tim.
Yeah, apparently I'm coming in hot. Literally, like I got in the door and I'm like throwing my coat everywhere, like my bag is like
plenty of
my lunch is going everywhere. Oh man. So I guess my first initial thoughts are I did not expect them to make this deal. It's always the trade that you don't see coming that happens, apparently. I don't know what you guys have said, but I mean, I know it was between Derrick White and DeJounte Murray. I remember talking before the season for the Spurs. Like those two guards were guys that like they could potentially be moved. So the fact that they went for Derrick White, I mean, I don't know what this means in terms of like long term. I don't know how this affects Marcus Smart. Like
my thing is that Derrick White is having a bad 3-point shooting season, but he's not a bad 3-point shooter. Like he shot 34% last season, 36% the season before. And I don't think they make this deal if they're keeping Schroeder, right? Because they wouldn't just add another guard to the rotation. So I think by the end of the day, Schroeder's got to be gone, which, I mean, you guys know I'll be thrilled if Schroeder's gone. I like Derrick White, though. And I know Sam was a big Jay Rich guy. I like Jay Rich. And the big thing is,
I'm heartbroken.
You don't trade Jay Rich. You don't trade Jay Rich if you're not getting value in return. Derrick White is value in return. He's a good player. He's a good defender. He fits the system the Celtics are trying to play. He's another playmaker. You know, I like it. I like it. I'm excited.
I'm gonna look at that contract too. Yeah. That's the big thing.
Keith Smith just tweeted out. I have the contract. He gets $14.4 million this season. He's on the books through the 2024-25 season. It gets up to 18.8. So it's not a bad contract. It's a similar to Smart contract, except less. But yeah. Keith Smith just tweeted Boston Celtics Boston Celtics have other
Birkin
deals
is
they are
fire.
considering. Keith Smith, the Boston Celtics have other deals they are considering before the deadline, including different iterations of Dennis Schroeder deals. Boston is roughly $3 million under the tax, and they have 3 open roster spots. So that's huge, right? I don't know. I'm thrown for a loop right now. I'm lost in the sauce, as you could say.
Well,
wow.
one thing about Derrick White is he did work with Ime. Ime was
Good.
a Spur man.
Very good. Very good defender.
White is he was a member of the 2019 Olympic team with the Team US, whatever one they lost in FIBA. Sorry, not the Olympics. And Ime was on the coaching staff. So these guys, Tatum Brown, Derrick White, Marcus Smart, all on that team. Ime Udoka, part of the coaching staff. Ime's getting the boys together.
Apparently, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, hey, you know what? They did the same thing before for Brad Stevens. They went out and they got Gordon Hayward in free agency. So, like, it's not surprising that he's going to go out and get guys that they like. The one thing I do like about Derrick White, he's not super young. He's been in the league for a little bit. He's 27. Looks like he's going to be 28 in July. You're talking about a guy who's been in the league for about going on 5 years now. He's 6'4", so he's not going to be undersized. Thank God I don't want another undersized point guard. Anyone above like 6'2" that can play guard spot. And I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know a lot about Derrick White. I do know that he's defense first. That's pretty much what I took away from it. But this is a lot. I didn't expect this kind of deal. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Razin nails it on that.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's go. Oh my God, this Embiid tweet is fantastic.
Did you see the Embiid tweet?
What you guys are peeping?
That's what Sam.
I retweeted it if you would like to go see.
He's something. I was thrown for a loop. I mean, I was ready. Like I said to Sam, I was ready to come in here and talk James Harden trade, and then the Celtics did something, and I was.
And they're not done yet. They're not done.
They definitely are not. I don't think they're done yet. Oh man, that's good for us. We'll be here through the deadline. Jack, Tim, possibly KJ, and I will all be here. You guys are more than welcome to hang out. We have a good crowd in here already.
Spurs will also have the rights to swap first-round picks with Boston in 2028. So,
dude, what is happening?
Is
there more to this deal?
Do they think Derrick White's like, I don't know, Harden?
Well, hang on. Let's pump the brakes, Derek.
Sam,
I don't know.
Sam, I think you're overvaluing Josh Richardson at this point a little bit. Like, come on.
I mean, look at all the stuff they're giving up. Richardson, I don't really care for the Langford thing, whatever, put him in there. But then 2 firsts as well? Come on.
Sam, this is the same guy who said, I don't care about firsts anymore about a week ago. I mean, come on.
I don't care about getting
doesn't mean you should just give them away. Like, you should use them in deals, but you got to make them count.
And I think they are using them in the deals. This is
I like Derrick
White.
I'm just paying
I know. I'm just saying, a couple weeks ago, Sam was on here saying first don't mean anything. Like, trade them.
Well,
like,
second rounders is free. That's free territory. I get it. I don't like moving Jay Rich either, guys, but they must have really wanted to move on from Romeo Langford. They saw that bench unit just collapse in like blowout games where it's like, hey, yeah, we're gonna put you guys in like the last 3 minutes and watch them lose like 10 points in like a minute or less. But yeah, it's not surprising that they're moving on from those guys. I wonder if Aaron Nesmith stays their number now too.
I don't know, man. It's very odd.
Oh, they're gonna clear out the roster so they can get minutes for the young guys. We sure about that? Not that confident anymore.
I think they're planning for the future now. I mean, that's what they've got to be doing. He's under contract for this year and 4 more. So, and Ryan, I think everybody on this podcast would agree with you. I like Jay Rich more than Dennis 100%, but there's no chance in hell the Spurs would do this deal if it was Jay Schroeder instead of Dennis. And I also don't think that Dennis is going to be on this team by the time the deadline finishes up. All right. Did you see the Embiid tweet? Is that what you're looking at?
No, I'm sending it to you guys in the group, but check to Shante Murray.
Did he say something?
He put out a response. He's not happy.
So
he's not happy.
He's not happy. He should be thrilled.
Well, no, he's not, though.
Let's see,
I think he was friends with him.
I should retweet him. I feel the same way.
Yeah, but I can't. I think the funniest wrinkle in all of this is that the Lakers now have shown interest in Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah, that's
Time
so
is a
funny.
flat circle, and it is a vicious motherfucker.
And dude, the Lakers are in shambles. I mean, you saw who they lost to last night, right?
The Blazers, right? Without Dame. And like
Holy
the
hell.
new
Without
Blazers, considering
Dame,
they just
without
gutted their
C-
whole
with-
roster.
Without Dame, without CJ, without Powell, without they started Justice Winslow, and I'll leave it at that. They started Justice
man.
Winslow. And
Leave Justice Winslow out of this.
No. Let me explain the
What I
starting
just sent
lineup
to the
around
chat
Justice
is the
Winslow.
full context of the Embiid thing. If you don't get it,
So, they started Anthony Simons, Ben McLemore, CJ Ellaby, Justice Winslow, Yusuf Nurkic, and they lost, and they beat the Lakers.
Oh.
Oh
Good.
God. Yeah, I mean, shit. Hey, and Westbrook didn't even play, so. I don't know, man.
I love Embiid though. Joel
I
Troel.
love him, man.
He's one of those guys where like you hate to play against him, but you do like him in the same way that I also feel about Giannis. I think I like Giannis a little bit more because he's so wholesome.
The Celtics don't have the luxury of being in the weaker Western Conference.
The
Celtics
Kings,
are in the West.
man.
Where would they be in the standings? I
The
don't
Kings,
know.
Dude. That deal
Screw the
earlier,
Kings too, man.
out of nowhere, like
The Dante.
yeah, that would hurt because I was starting to convince myself I really want Dante DiVincenzo. Like he was a good 3-ball shooter. I liked him in college. Like didn't go to the Celtics in the draft, and I was like, oh cool, whatever. And then oh sweet, we could flip Dennis for him. Awesome. And then he gets moved in this 4-teamer that just came out of complete left field. Bagley now at the Pistons is interesting, but the Kings all of a sudden are really all in on trying to be one of those play-in teams, which is so strange to me. But you know what?
Hey,
their
the
fans
Kings
deserve fun basketball. If they get fun
Sometimes you
basketball,
need
then
the
it's
personal
all it is.
victories.
the Kings looked really decent last night, and I'm not gonna say they looked great, but they looked fun.
Minnesota.
Like Domantas Sabonis. No, my point. I'm not even talking about the win. That's great, but the way they used Sabonis was very interesting. I saw a tweet. I don't know if you said it or someone said they're using him as Jokic. He's basically just Jokic, right? They're giving him the ball in the
said
post
that
and
in
they're
the
playing.
chat.
Yeah, and it's great. And he looks extremely happy to be there. Justin Holiday was playing with a ton of energy. I mean, he just does that. Jeremy Lamb looked not good, but De'Aaron Fox is fun. Jeremy Lamb, I saw him take 2 threes and neither of them hit the rim. So I'm gonna chalk that up to nerves or something. Yeah, the King. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
They're
when
not
you
gonna
get the
do much, but
opportunity
it's
to
fun.
play for a prestigious franchise such as Sacramento, you get the nerves the first time you get to step on the floor out there.
Okay, so let's. I want to take it back to the Celtics. Let's go. What do we think the Schroeder trade will be? Because I'm assuming they're making one at this point. If you're trading for another guard, Derrick White,
Shooter.
come on, there's no way you can keep Schroeder
Shooter.
around. So,
Who's it gonna be?
what shooter? What is there out there for them?
Well, before this trade went through, I think they've got Birkin says
Harden
they got
has just
11.6
opted into
mil.
his contract for those
to
wondering.
get? Harden
Sorry to
opted into his
interrupt.
player option next year. Makes sense.
That makes sense because it gives him a year to figure it out and see if he wants to bail on that franchise too. Boom, roasted. 11.6 mil TPE for the J Rich deal. So that's 11.6 mil that they could absorb someone else into, but it still seems they're 3 mil underneath the tax right now. So I don't know if that changes their approach.
Hey, wait.
Well,
Birkin, I don't think they can get Kennard unless they're moving on from other pieces.
what
I
that
sure would
means
like.
is,
I mean, they've got the TPE Avengers. I mean, they've got all.
yeah, but see, the thing with the TPEs is I think that would affect the tax, so I assume they'll wait till the offseason to do it.
Yeah,
Pacers are sending Torrey Craig back to the Suns for Jalen Smith and a future second.
well,
that
do
won't
like
be a
doesn't matter.
Schroeder acquisition
I mean,
then.
it's inconsequential, but yeah, I
I
guess.
like that for the Pacers though, because they've got Turner there now. They've got Jalen Smith, who is a former lottery pick. Who
Shout out to Pacers. They're doing it right. They're doing it right now.
And look, I know we talked about it before. We talked about it in the chat. I think that Kings deal dealing away Tyrese Halliburton, I think you can like what the Kings got, but still also hate the trade because I think Halliburton is going to be that good, but I just don't know. Ultimately, like the Kings right now are better in the current day and age. Like they're better now than they were before the trade, and they've got all the guard depth there. It makes sense in some ways, but Halliburton would have been a better fit with Sabonis. I don't like the idea of giving up on Halliburton. I think in 2 years they're going to regret that deal.
Do you know what I just thought about? I'm sure you guys saw the report this morning. The Celtics make this deal trading Josh Richardson. Cam Reddish is a shooter, and I'm sure you guys saw that thing. I'm just saying, Schroeder to the Lakers, THT and a pick to the Knicks, Reddish to New York, to Boston. I'm just saying we saw that earlier this morning, and if they did make this deal for another guard in their rotation, and I would say, I don't think anybody here is going to argue that White isn't an upgrade over Schroeder, and if that a massive upgrade over Schroeder, you throw Reddish in for Richardson. Sam, I'm sure Richardson's better now, but I'm sure even you wouldn't hate that deal. So if they're going to be their course of action, not saying it will be, but it's possible. I don't know. No, I'm not hating it too much. I'm not hating it too much. Halliburton, all NBA potential. Henry says maybe, definitely the better fit with Sabonis. But again, people say they should have traded Fox for Sabonis and kept Halliburton. Okay, I doubt the Pacers would have done that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a matter of how you see things. But yeah.
How many till it closes? An hour on the dot. Birkin. 1 hour left till the deadline is over. So we have an hour of chatting it up at least. I'm sure we'll stay past, but we'll be waiting for some new Celtics deals to come through because I'm sure we're going to get them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this last hour is going to prove pretty crucial, I think. It reminds me of back when they traded for Isaiah. Literally, like the deal came in like right at the wire. You heard right after the deadline passed, the deal went through. I don't think we'll see anything like that from the Celtics, but this was a funky deadline so far. I think a lot of deals happened that we didn't expect to. And now that trade went through, finally Ben Simmons gets moved.
Speaking of one of those deals.
Birkin, my buddy. I don't know how to say this, but that's not going to happen. Bagley landed with the Pistons today, so unless they just decide to immediately flip him over, he's not going to be here. There was a 4-teamer between, the Pistons, the Kings, the Clippers, and the Bucks. Serge Ibaka went to the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo went to the Kings. Bagley went to the Pistons. And then Josh Jackson and
Trey Lyles.
Trey Lyles got traded to the Clippers.
Kings as well. They also went to
Kings. So it was a lot of movement, man. So short story, Bagley's not available. Austin, it's all good. Birkin's a regular. We love him.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I would assume so, but I think unless you're getting like a massive upgrade, then yeah, he's not moving anywhere.
Yeah, there's no shot. I mean, that does make you interested though, because like, why they trade for White? You assume to trade Schroeder, but if they did have a massive deal in place, this would also make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
just getting on my conspiracy theory shit. I don't think Smart's going anywhere.
Can we touch back upon the Reddish thing because I think it's hilarious? Because the Knicks literally, what did the Knicks end up giving up for him again? Did they give
nothing?
First?
Kevin Knox,
nothing.
Oh right,
maybe
they didn't give up much for him.
Man. I mean, come on, like, and they're not even going to play him because Tom Thibodeau doesn't want to. Then
Tom
why
Thibodeau
did you trade? He doesn't need to go because I think between him and Randall, you have to make a decision. I think Randall's going to force their hand there for the Knicks, and I think that they should stand.
Randall also needs to go.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't.
Hawks
it's
got a
difficult.
First from the Knicks, yeah.
I don't think Randall is as bad as they're trying to make him out to be. I mean, he was in that most improved conversation last year for a damn good reason. I'm just wondering if the course with Tom Thibodeau and the way that he plays is just grinding on those guys, and it's just not really working. Because he's not the only Knicks player that's struggling. Like I don't think that's like a coincidence. Like all of these guys,
did you see what happened the other night?
Had. Oh yeah, I saw that too. I think he left staff.
Sam, for context, he pulled a Derrick Rose again. He left RJ Barrett in a blowout, and RJ Barrett hurt his ankle in the last 18 seconds.
I remember reading about that.
I didn't see that. I thought you were talking about the blowout with Randall on the sideline.
No, he left RJ Barrett in the game at the end of the game, and Barrett hurt himself with 18 seconds left. Like
How bad?
We don't know the context thing. It's not like a Rose thing. He just walked off the course to the locker room. But like, how stupid are you? Like, I'm sorry, that's just incompetence, right? Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
He doesn't learn.
This is not.
No, clearly.
He's literally been doing it for like so long at this point. Just like, let me just play all my guys like 40 minutes a night and just see what happens.
Well, and the difference is Nick Nurse does that, but he doesn't. But it's like not in a blowout, right? He does it intelligently. So. Whatever. I don't.
Well,
geez.
he does in the All-Star.
He does do it in blowouts when they're down, though. He's like, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna put it in, like, run the score up, see if we can get back into this. I'm gonna play like a dick for the next 2.5 minutes, even though I'm down by 20.
Looking for potential shooters in a trade with Schroeder. What teams were interested in Schroeder? I'll kind of go through their lineups and look at things.
We had Bucks, 76ers, Bulls. Lakers now. Maybe you look at Malik Monk, but I doubt that the Lakers want to do that unless they're like.
What did the Bucks get? Ibaka? So I guess they're still kind of in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're worried about George Hill, but the whole thing was trying to go for Dante, right?
Yeah, that's kind of pointless. No, what else do you want?
And they traded Shemi and Rodney Hood to the Clippers, so it's not like
Shemi, whose name was spelled incorrectly by Woj
twice.
Twice. He didn't fix himself?
No, he didn't. Ogeli.
No, very low effort there from Woj. Nailing it in if I've ever seen it.
Kobe White angle. The Kobe White angle's still alive, maybe, I guess. But then you're adding another. Then you're adding another guard, though. You know, and
that's not like a great 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm. Mavericks for Dennis, maybe. I mean, I saw a weird Kristaps Porzingis angle, but that's dead because Goran got traded.
Thank God.
So,
well, they want Goran is going to get bought out. And then the Dallas is the favorite. So Dennis not likely to go there.
I think Dallas is the favorite because of Luka specifically. A lot of those guys are like really close.
Yeah. Oh man, a whirlwind. What other teams wanted Dennis? I'm just looking around. The Lakers, Kendrick Nunn, if he ever comes
Lakers
back.
are like trying to get anything to stick.
Yeah, man, they're in a worse spot than I expected.
Up the creek without a paddle.
Brutal. It's brutal. Honest opinion, is Derrick White, worth it? J. Rich Romeo and the pick. I don't hate it. It's technically a pick and a pick swap. I like the deal because it gives you that long-term flexibility and it kind of starts to establish that core under Ime Udoka. And if we're talking, this Celtics core, their identity is going to be defense. Derrick White gives you that. Not that Josh Richardson didn't, but Derrick White is, I think, maybe a year or two younger than Josh Richardson. He'll give you more playmaking, something the Celtics have been, desperately asking for. And I also think a potential Schroeder trade opens up soon, and you find an extra shooter that way. I like Derrick White. I'm a fan of Derrick White. I think he plays with hustle, plays with heart, and he's going to be a good fit in Boston. But I can understand people not wanting to give up Josh Richardson. But
I will say this.
I like it.
Jack's opinion is probably the most valuable about this because I don't know much about him. No, I'm not being sarcastic because Jack probably knows more about this than I do. I mean, I'm upset because I was a big J. Rich guy. I know Tim was a J. Rich guy as well.
I'm not watching the Spurs on a nightly basis.
Well, why not?
Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, no.
You don't got to flex on us like that, Jack.
I actually did. I watched them a little bit last night because I was watching the Cavs game last night. I don't know. I don't think Derrick White was playing though. So I don't know.
Well, maybe
they probably weren't because if they were trading him, yeah.
maybe I was just missing. Am I losing my mind?
The game is afoot. Hey, Watson.
Was he playing last night? Sorry, I'm losing my mind. He was playing last night. I'm just stupid. Yeah, I mean, he scored 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists last night. Shot 2 of 5 from 3 too. So I mean, he's not a bad 3-point shooter. He can make the shots. I like him. I like Derrick White, and I like the long-term aspect of it. Like it starts to establish that core for the Celtics long-term. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to look at White's defensive numbers because I think like that's gonna be like the big booster here, right? And maybe that's the reason why he's not that much younger than Josh Richardson. Like they're closer than I think. Richardson's 28, 29? Maybe he's 30.
Richardson's 28 and Derrick White's 27.
Yeah, but like, they're not that far apart in age, so it's not like you're really like downgrading for a younger player. Maybe it's just the cost control aspect because he's under contract for so damn long. That's probably a big motivator here because it gives you a piece that you could move down the line if you want to, or it gives you a guy that's under cost control who brings defense first, has familiarity with your coach. I don't know. On a completely non-basketball note, how are you guys doing? Because I kind of just like came in like a mile a minute. I figured like check in with everyone. How's everyone's wellness doing today?
Well, in a frenzy, but we're good.
Besides the driving today, pretty good.
We're chilling. I mean, I'm excited. We didn't even get the chance to talk to Ben Simmons' deal.
Yeah, we
want to talk about that now. While there's a
we were coming on that, and then the Celtics said no.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that.
We can go for it. From the perspective of the Celtics, obviously don't love it because I think two teams probably do get better in the deal. But
I hate it.
From the perspective of those two teams, I think it works for both. The only drawback, I was listening to a podcast called Through the Wire, and they said a big reason Sixers have been so successful this season is because Embiid has the freedom to do what he wants. He can get up in the post, he can take shots from range. They're just going to be pick and roll team now, right? Like, because Harden has very clearly shown that he's not about playing off the ball. So they're just going to be a pick and roll team this season from now on. And the pick and roll is going to be elite. Don't get me wrong, but it pretty much makes it so you know what sort of set the Sixers are going to run every time down the floor. And they lost Seth Curry, right? And they lost a big and Andre Drummond. So they're losing.
Oh, no.
Well, no, he was playing some really good backup center minutes, right? He's not a good player, but he's playing good backup center minutes. Okay, as good as a backup center in the NBA can be. He's better than Freedom. He's better than the Celtics.
That's not saying much.
No.
That's like saying like, oh, Dennis Schroeder's better than Peyton Pritchard. Like, yeah, I freaking know that. He should be.
In limited minutes, Andre Drummond has been solid, a solid defender, a decent enough, and he's going to help the Nets considering they don't really have a center, right? So, but the Sixers did get Paul Millsap too, so I guess there's that. I don't know. It's weird. It was a lot, but I think
being
both
a
teams
big piece there. They hung on to Thibault, and apparently the Nets were also like looking at moving Thibault if he ended up in Brooklyn anyway. So it was interesting that like that was the wrinkle that was holding all of this up. Instead, it's 2 first-rounders, 1 unprotected, and is one a swap or are they both unprotected? I think one of them was unprotected. The 2022 one was unprotected. I know that much. Because they expect to be very good now because
the other was protected, I believe, to some degree or something like that.
Interesting. I mean, I think it's a lot to give up for Harden if you think like he's going to be there in free agency. I don't know. I don't think that they could turn down that offer.
Like, I think the rush was that the thought was Harden was going to leave for Philly anyway. His contract, he could have opted out in the summer, and then they could have went and got him. So they really felt like might as well get a haul, which they did now, rather than lose him for nothing. Now, as far as the Celtics go, they're screwed, man. That's brutal for them. I've talked to a buddy of mine all week. Oh, I really don't want this trade to happen because Philly and Brooklyn both were. Brooklyn was better than the Celtics. Philly was probably about a beatable team in the playoff series to me, who has green colored glasses on at all times. Now, both teams have gotten better, and they are above the Celtics, which is not good. You can always hope. You can always hope Harden, the head case, goes in there. He's all screwy. He's miserable. Can't play with Embiid. Wants the ball too much. You name it. You can hope for that. You can hope Simmons goes in there. Still a head case. But I don't know. There's not a lot of leeway for the Celtics to win here. You know what I mean? It's tough.
Well, I also don't think it makes it unwinnable. Sorry, Tim. I'll let you share your thoughts. I'm just saying.
I was just gonna. You can take off in just a sec. I was just gonna say, this is from Ramona Shelburne, specifically coming with Simmons and like his mental state and getting back into the swing of things. This is from Ramona Shelburne about 45 minutes ago. Ben Simmons will continue to work with his therapist to get mentally ready to play in Brooklyn. It's a work in progress, according to one source close to him, but he's thrilled with a change of scenery and has already spoken to Kevin Durant. So make of that what you will, but I don't know if he's going to immediately be returning back to play. Like there's still a good amount of time.
If I had to guess, I feel like he'll be back after the All-Star break. I feel like that would be my guess to when we see. Again, there's no sources there. I'm just like giving my personal opinion. See things in the chat.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, don't mind Derrick White. We don't either. Sam's a little mad about Richardson. I don't think there's any shot Roy Williams gets traded today, Alex. I wouldn't. If you're talking Jeremy Grant, maybe Jeremy Grant could be traded at some point.
I chuckled at that a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, Jack will have a similar reaction then to what I had at the beginning of the stream upon learning of this trade. I have since calmed down, but I'm still not thrilled. Also, I'm not happy that both Simmons and Harden were rewarded for being dickheads in their respective situations. Both of them get traded to desirable destinations in a situation where they're able to win. I mean, you know how I feel about Harden. And the last time he was traded, I think he should have been shipped up to Guam or wherever to rot because Houston got nothing for him anyways. But this situation, I was really hoping Kyrie would have been. I mean, this is way back when the whole will he, won't he play thing. I was hoping they would both get swapped. Then I could kind of root for Brooklyn a little bit more. But now I have to really dislike both teams because I don't like Harden, don't like Kyrie. I like Embiid. You know, I'm a Celtics fan, but I like Embiid. I think he's hilarious. Can't knock him. Obviously, Twitter on fire today for Embiid. But yeah, neither one of those guys should have been rewarded for their actions, and they got rewarded. So I'm not happy about that either.
I would say that they got rewarded, but like I need to see what the end result is because we thought this same thing when Harden got moved to Brooklyn. They played 16 games total together. Part of that is health with Kyrie getting hurt or Harden or KD getting hurt. Part of that's also Kyrie because he's freaking anti-vax, and that's hindered this team greatly. But 5 of those 16 games was that Celtics series where the Celtics didn't have Jalen and Celtics got down in 5 games. So literally outside of that, 11 games total.
Well, of course. I mean, the Celtics are on the floor. You make sure everybody's out there, and the guys that shouldn't be playing well, they are bringing their A game. That's just how it goes.
They gutted their roster for a guy who's not there anymore. They're not even.
Well, I mean, they got Simmons and Seth Curry. I mean, Seth Curry's a very might be low key asset in that trade.
That is probably the sneakiest pickup in that whole deal because now they have Mills and Curry. Both of those guys are really, really good shooters.
And Harris when he comes back.
Yeah, is Harris going to be back this year? What kind of injury does he have?
I think he's back post All-Star break. I can look it up.
So yeah, you add 3 snipers around a guy like Simmons. Like if Simmons' head is right and he comes back this year and is like playing to what he's capable of doing, that's going to be scary. But I don't even know if Kyrie's going to stay there, man. I think Kyrie's going to get traded. I don't know if he'll get traded now. That would be crazy.
Would love him to be traded.
KD would have to give the thumbs up on it, but like if they moved him for someone who's actually going to be able to play or like multiple pieces and like KD and Simmons are your like main guys and you just build up from there, Brooklyn might be going through a facelift. And I don't know, maybe they're fed up with Kyrie. Who knows? This is me just completely speculating.
I still don't think either team is the best in the East, though. I wouldn't pick either of these teams to come out of the East.
Miami still?
I like Miami and Milwaukee. Both of those teams I think I would take above these two, especially when you consider chemistry, because how much chemistry is either of these teams going to have in like the span of 4 months? I don't know. I'm just skeptical. I guess I'm skeptical of both teams. It's just weird. Yeah, Devin says Bucks. I would go with the Bucks and the Heat even. Both these teams are great. And yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird to see Harden already gone. I mean, we heard the rumblings, but it's not real till it happens, and it's kind of wild.
Also, I love that Harden was like, I don't want to formally request a trade.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't want to look bad. Weird. But everyone still knew he wanted a trade. Like,
yeah.
What did you think? Did you think that? What was it? A big secret? You just sat out like 4 games where you were going to sit tonight. You didn't make the trip to Washington. What is a big secret? They didn't. What are you doing? Of course, everyone knows you wanted to trade. He's as much of a problem as Kyrie is, and Kyrie's a problem.
Those two are weird. Yeah.
And now the Celtics get to play the Nets in a couple weeks. Remember, Jack, we made our picks on the podcast, and we both said that should be a victory. So we'll see.
I will say, though, both Sam, you say you're upset both players got rewarded, which maybe yes, but both teams also did get better, so you can't blame.
No, the
them
teams
for
did
making
for
the
sure,
deal.
but the
Yeah,
players
so-
get what they want, and they really don't deserve that, either one of them.
Anyways, what other trades can we discuss? We can talk Sabonis. We kind of already touched on it. We can talk CJ. Hello, Luke. I love Luke. CJ trade is weird though, right? That's a little bit wild. I don't know what the Blazers are doing. They're kind of just selling, and well, the thing is with the Blazers, their plan is to sign. Donald wants the cat. Their plans to sign a free agent this offseason. Who's going to Portland? Like, not Harden anymore. They're not getting Harden. Are they eyeing Tobias Harris trade? Because what's going on? Like, I think they're a mess.
That's stinky.
Portland's a mess.
I don't want to trade for Harris's contract, man. That seems so undesirable. We talked about it a little bit the other day, I think, in the chat, but like the Kings and the Blazers and the Pelicans doing what they're doing now, you've got like multiple teams who are like just on either like just barely in the play-in or like on the cusp of the play-in, like jostling the deck and just seeing like what they can, what's going to shake out. I don't know. I don't really like McCollum. I think he's overpaid. I don't know what Nola was thinking in some of the aspects here, and I don't know what Portland was thinking either. I don't know how much either team improves. It gets really weird. I don't know. I'm not really big on either of the trades there. I just kind of think like they were making changes because they couldn't stay the same.
Sacramento's roster is better than Portland's now.
Oh yeah, without question.
It
should be.
Well, I'm saying though, it will be next year too, and that is a mess. I'm sorry, that's horrible. That's horrendous. Portland's the new New Orleans, which is funny because I am noted for crapping on New Orleans, and now they're just feeding New Orleans. The fact that Larry Nance was in that trade too. Oh my God.
I didn't get that one either. Like I saw that after the fact that like someone was like, "Yeah, Larry Nance is on the move," and I was like, "Wait, what? Why? Why would you move Nance?" That colossal. You talk about mishandling assets, and like if we want to talk about first rounders, like how many first rounders have they just blown? Like the Blazers have just blown multiple first rounders on guys that they just ended up shipping out later anyway. Like that's embarrassing.
Yeah, Portland banking on free agency, which is stupid. Donald, correct? It doesn't make any sense. Does Derrick White play point guard or shooting guard? Will he take ball handling time off Smart, do you think? If so, he won't be happy. I think that he is capable of being point guard, but I also think he plays more of an off-ball role or is capable of doing that. So I think he won't take as much away from Smart as Schroeder did, and when he does, he'll do so in a way that's more effective, if that makes sense. Plus, he's a much, much, much better defender, right? So you have to account for that as well. So I think it's just a massive upgrade for Schroeder.
Another bomb coming in, this time from Shams. Washington is finalizing a deal sending Montrezl Harrell to Charlotte.
Wow.
They get their center.
Love that for the Hornets. I might have to write. Hold up. You guys can carry the conversation, and I will be writing.
I do like that deal for Charlotte. Maybe that means that Miles Turner was unavailable. I don't know. I do like Harrell, though. He's a big energy guy. He's always given the Celtics fits. I especially remember that game against Wizards early on in the year.
Nice half-court shot that ended up being the difference in an overtime game.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I needed to be writing, so I'm here though. I can listen in here, but
I like Harrell. I want to see what the return is, though. I wonder what the package might be.
Yeah, my guess right now, and I'll say it out loud: PJ Washington pick and maybe like Kai Jones or younger player.
Yeah, Washington was. What was happening? Washington was someone that they said was available, huh? Remember we talked about that on the pod. He's very, very available. Like extremely available. One of my buddies joked, now the Brooklyn Nets have two players that won't take shots. So sorry, Tim.
No, it's all good. Just a tweet from Keith Smith. Boston plans to take Derrick White into the Evan Fournier trade exception. As we said before, that's going to create an 11.2 TPE out of Josh Richardson's contract. Things are still flexible and could change pending other moves.
Dude, what are they doing?
Oh, what? Sorry. I just saw what the Hornets gave up. They gave up Verdon, Carey, and Ish Smith. So the Wizards are just giving up.
Well, yeah, I mean, Beal said he's done playing. He's getting surgery, so why wouldn't they?
Hi, buddy. Come around.
Ish
This
Smith makes his
What
return to
the hell?
Washington.
Or Ish Smith, man, can't find a home.
I wonder if he gets bought out. If he gets bought out and you want another guard, that's a guy you could look at.
Oh.
Especially if you're like the Bucks, like I need a guy who can destroy the Celtics in like a minute. It's like, say no more. Bring in Ish.
Bring in Ish. I mean, that is a free deal.
Free.
Good for them. They get their big guy.
Yeah.
Charlotte just got better.
Hey,
So let's talk about teams that have gotten better today. Philly, Brooklyn, Charlotte. What do you say, Jack? Celtics too?
Celtics got better long term. This season it'll be interesting to see how the fit works, but they got better long term for sure.
Miserable.
Magic put out a tweet. I just sent it to you guys.
Oh, Magic did?
Yeah, the Magic just put out a tweet. I just thought you guys might like it.
Let's see. Oh, Orlando does. Orlando Magic. I thought you meant Magic Johnson.
Wizards are sending Aaron Holiday to Phoenix. So there you go. Inconsequential, but sure.
Wizards are getting after it.
Go get Thomas Bryant, Celtics. Get him.
Is he playing yet?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh God, they gotta move. They gotta move Ennis. They have to move Ennis. I need him off this roster.
Like, please move him. 35 minutes till the deadline. Cantor still a Celtic.
Snip. Get him out of here. Cut the ties. I don't care what it takes.
I'm just curious what they're going to do with these open roster spots.
Buyout market, baby.
Why are my notifications not coming up as fast as you guys?
Google Doc.
It's because I keep refreshing my window every 5 seconds. That's why.
I'm just doing this.
I'm like at the ready.
And a 2nd-round pick. Charlotte's also sending a 2nd-round pick to Washington.
Well, whatever will they do?
I mean, that's good for Charlotte. Like, if you're talking about needing a big man, Harrell is probably one of the more achievable options. I mean, yeah. I wonder if they're going to be able to get off that contract. Who they got? Do you have Plumlee on contract there? That's like eating a bunch of money.
Up after this year. He makes like 9.7.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Ish Smith's been,
everyone's got like trade specials going on.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone who's in here chilling with us.
Yeah, we love you guys.
We appreciate it.
It's not Cantor Sam, it's Freedom. Yeah, creature.
His middle name is still Cantor.
Yeah,
I think it's ironic that
doesn't everybody call people by their middle names?
Depends on the guy.
Like Ray Allen, whose real name is Walter.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Is it Wardell Stephen Curry?
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
there you go.
Cantor Freedom. I actually like that better than Ennis Freedom.
I actually like his whole name because it's Ennis Cantor Freedom, which like when I think about that, it's like, yeah, that's what I mean. I love that. I want Ennis Cantor Freedom so much.
Celtics beat the Nets so bad that TNT pulled the plug on the game and Harden left town. Wow. Tweet.
Wow, I'm throwing for a loop. I'm hoping the Freedom and Schroeder deal's coming soon, but we'll have to wait on that one. Man, sorry, I'm writing about the Hornets deal now.
I do like that for Charlotte, though. I think if you're looking for a boost right now, that's going to be good. Interesting. They've so this is from one league exec. This is from Mark Murphy, who's definitely sourced. They've offered him to everyone. One league exec says of Celtic strategy with Dennis Schroeder. So like they've been shopping him out. They are said to be very comfortable allowing Peyton Pritchard to absorb his minutes. Which is funny because they said the same thing about Josh Richardson. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll be fine with Josh Richardson."
Well, now they have Derrick White, so
I guess it doesn't. I guess you feel more comfortable with Derrick White. The defense will be a lot better. Huh?
Yeah.
Still did not see that deal coming. I wonder if he'll wear number 4 here. Is anyone wearing 4?
Not right now. Edwards was the last.
Oh, true.
Did you say they're going to retire it?
I said, is it retired? Because I don't know shit. I don't know what.
Why would they have retired it? That was IT's number.
No, that's what he means.
I'm not paying attention. No, I'm just not paying attention. I don't know what's going on. I'm writing.
It's all good. It's okay.
I'm lost.
Oh.
Whenever I hear like a low number for the Celtics, I just assume that it's retired.
And it's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I mean,
they love a ceremony. 5 going up in just over a month. Hopefully, I'll be there.
31 minutes.
TikTok. Chat, who would you like to see the Celtics land? This should be fun.
I mean, we've seen Luke Kennard, Bazemore, Dennis plus Canner for Strus. I like your thinking, Birkin, but for some reason, I just have a feeling that Miami's not going to bite on that. Imagine the optics of that, though. They trade Schroeder and Canner for Strus. Oh my god,
that'd be funny.
Be electric.
I'd like it.
Birkin wants Bazemore.
That Hornets trade's wild. I was not expecting it.
Andrew says, "Can we get Reddish?" Reddish has been a name thrown around.
I wonder if there'd be one more move besides that. What do you guys think of Cam Reddish? Like
for Schroeder?
Yeah,
I like
fantastic.
It.
I mean, we've talked about this plenty. I really don't want them giving up Schroeder just to dump Cap.
Yeah,
especially for like a second round pick. It's just lame. And it sounds like they're not doing that. They have no interest in that. I still think it's weird that they traded Josh Richardson, but that's neither here nor there.
And Romeo. We're like not even talking about
the fact Romeo doesn't matter. I mean, sorry, Birkin. He doesn't matter. His contract, I think, is up after the season.
He's got an option. So
yeah, and like they're not playing him. So it's good for Romeo to be sent out there. To be honest with you, it's good for him. He's not playing for the Celtics. He'll probably get some run in San Antonio, and Derrick White's going to get run here. It's just go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say Popovich is going to transform that guy. Papa's going to transform Romeo into some freaking monster.
Then you can hear about it. You can hear, oh, the Celtics let this guy go, and he's so good now, and oh, they're so stupid. Yeah, because he got an opportunity with another team. It doesn't happen here, and it shouldn't happen. Richardson was above him here. Now, Derrick, if he was still on the team, Derrick White would probably be above him.
Hopefully. I would hope so. If he wasn't, like that.
I'm just trying to think if they would run him at a primary guard spot or more of a wing.
I wonder how that. I want to see how that smart White tandem will work. Just because, like, it's not that I don't think it will, but like the defense there would be insane. But I wonder how the ball movement is. I wonder how the shooting is. I mean, we saw Richardson out there was smart.
It's going to be phenomenal. I feel like the ball movement would be great. It's the shooting that's going to be the issue, but we shall see.
I think the structure will stay in place, though, Devin. I think the structure is there, but we'll see what happens.
I think White comes off the bench, though. Obviously, he's not going to start because I think they want to keep that Horford Williams.
That lineup's been playing well.
Yeah, they've been great. And so at that point, Schroeder's got to go. Like, there's 30 minutes left, but please, like, there's no shot. If Schroeder's on this team and they traded for Derrick White too, ooh, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset.
Do you want to hear some opinions that I've gotten in chats about Derrick White?
Yes, go ahead.
Please. White is legit awesome. He's like Hayward's levels if you flip to the offense and the defense. Like he's franchise ceiling changing stuff.
No, this is from who?
This is just from a buddy of mine.
A buddy?
Okay. Yes.
No, is he like me where he only watches the Celtics?
No, he watches other teams too. He does have some basketball connections.
I'm not saying he's like dumb, or I'm just curious how much weight we should put.
He's very high on him. He thinks that the Celtics right now might be in the range of beating a team like the Heat, the Bulls, the Nets, or the Sixers in a series now. He's really, really high on this trade.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I really like White. I really like Derrick White.
I like Derrick White, but I didn't see it coming, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know a lot about his game. But if he's defense oriented and the stats are there to back that up, then he'll fit right in.
Yeah.
I still don't like giving up Jay Rich.
Oh, man. I just think Richardson gives you everything we've talked about with White, and he's shooting 40% from 3.
Everything you'd want.
Doesn't mean it's sustainable. Could absolutely come out next year and fall off. Could play in San Antonio and fall off because there's not as many guys for defenders to pay attention to down there. But, it sucks to lose him for me. I just thought he was a really good piece on this team this year and in the recent run they've had too.
Yeah. I think the one thing that I could probably like flip this in my brain to like feel better about it is like they turn
a White 50 bomb against the Nuggets tomorrow.
They turn
Moses.
Yeah, that'd be electric. No, I think like the way I'll frame it is they turned what? Moses Brown, Romeo Langford, and a top 4 protected first rounder into Derrick White. That's pretty good. They rehabbed Jay Rich's value. They got him on that extension. He's cost controlled. Spurs get him for 1 more year. They could honestly go ahead and flip him back over to another team if they want to. They won't cut him loose, obviously, especially with the extension for next year. But he's a guy who's, a solid player. I don't think the Spurs are going to be doing anything anytime soon, but
maybe they flip him for THT. They get a young guy.
Oh my God. No one wants THT. Oh God. I really hope he doesn't end up with the Lakers though. That would suck.
Schroeder?
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I actually don't care if he ends up with the Lakers. That'd be hilarious.
I really don't want the Lakers to have any moves happen. I would like to see them remain this team that has got themselves.
I take
5
THT
games below 500.
I will say this. I don't want THT, but I'll take him for Schroeder and Freedom final offer.
Oh, me too. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
final offer.
We've talked about Schroeder all season. You were saying you wanted picks for him. As long as you're getting a body back, especially, if you want to talk about THT, he's still like kind of young. Like he'd be in a new situation. Maybe he'd play well. People were gassing him up last year for some reason. I mean, there must be a reason.
This also opens up the Celtics' chances on the buyout market. The Washington Wizards are trading Spencer Dinwiddie to the Mavericks.
Oh boy.
Washington
is blowing it up.
They get absorbed Kristaps' contract.
What for what?
I don't know.
Does Dinwiddie make?
17 million. 13.
13.
But what? Yeah, what? Maybe Maxi Kleber and Josh Green. Kleber and Green. That's my guess. Final.
Imagine Ennis and LeBron playing side by side. Alexandria says.
There'd be so many accidental elbows. Be like, oh man, shit! Did I catch you? It's like
that would be electric.
Kristaps Porzingis. I called that.
Really?
Where do you see that?
Mark Stein just tweeted it. Mavericks are trading Kristaps Porzingis to Washington.
Dude, what is happening?
Why?
Yeah, why would they do that?
I don't know. I don't care. It's chaotic and I love it.
Why are they trading Kristaps?
That's so gross.
Why? That makes no sense.
I was half joking. I didn't have sources when I said that. I was joking. Man, this deadline. Ooh. This is hilarious.
But I don't get that for either side. Why would either side do that deal? What?
I mean,
the Mavericks have Brunson.
They have Luka to handle the ball. They have Brunson. And
Dinwiddie can't shoot.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, at this point, Washington, it doesn't matter what they do. They're just running around.
I don't know. I didn't expect Porzingis to be in this deal.
For Schroeder, send it.
Boom.
Easy. Porzingis, the Wizards for a package. Why though? Maybe this is their way of trying to get Beal to stay. Porzingis is the better player, unequivocally, not even close. Right?
If this is Washington's effort to get him to stay, that is so sad.
Well, if this is their effort for getting him to stay, then why the hell did you trade Montrezl for a bag of chips?
Bertans with it, huh? Bertans and Dinwiddie.
Why? But why? Actually,
I tend to understand.
Actually, I guess that makes a little bit more sense for Dallas because, this is they just no. I don't know. I don't know. This is their way of saying, okay, Luka, you can do everything. Here are your pieces to pass to. Good luck. Right? That's what they're doing. What? Yeah, facts. Thank you, Resin. This is a drunk trade deadline. What is going on, man? Oh, my Lord.
See, now we've only got
What
like about 20
the-
minutes left. I'm starting to get kind of nervous
Yeah,
because
they better-
like before this first trade was made by the Celtics, I really didn't care if they did anything or not. But like now you have 3 open roster spots. There clearly was a plan to do something with it, big or small. And they haven't done anything yet. 20 minutes left, and deals can absolutely still come in after the deadline. We'll be hanging out here.
we'll
We've
stay
been in for an
bit.
hour now, just past the hour mark. Thanks to everyone that's come and hung out with us. We usually only do the half hour before pregame. Look at us. We're flying.
I'm confused. I don't get this deal. I mean, I guess it makes sense for no, I don't think it makes sense for either team. I don't like it. I don't like it for either side. I don't know unless they go and like flip somebody for something.
Landon, they earlier today traded Bol and PJ Dozier to Orlando for nothing. And then they included Romeo and Jay Rich in the Derrick White deal. So they only got one guy back. So you've got
4 for 1, left. Yeah. Devin says, I like it for Dallas. Weirdly enough, Porzingis is the better player right now, but it makes more sense for Dallas than it does for Washington, right? Like, I mean, Dinwiddie's not good, but he's an okay 6-man if that's what you play him as. And Bertans isn't the same, but he can still shoot and spread the floor, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
We got a tweet.
Are you reading the bullpen?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I
was about to read the bullpen tweet. One NBA exec just told me he thinks there has to be more coming from the Celtics. If what I'm hearing is right on this, the players, the first rounder, and the pick swap in 2028 for Derrick White, that's a lot. I want to see what's next before I tell you what I think.
I also think those picks in particular is kind of a lot.
Like
to me,
I
it
said,
feels like a lateral. You were happy about it. It feels like a lateral move to me, and they gave up a lot more than the Spurs did.
Like I said at the start of the show, though, right when we hopped on, this tells me that there's gotta be more coming, right? Like they're not just gonna do this, and if they do, I'll be mad, right? I told you that if they don't trade Schroeder at the very least, I'm still mind boggled that Porzingis trade. Why?
A second rounder too. They moved a second rounder with him for
with
Bertans.
Porzingis.
Yeah.
Why? Was Porzingis playing that bad this season? I thought he was playing okay. Oh, I need to text my buddy. Who's a Mavericks fan. He's got to be heated right now.
Yeah, Mavs draft, the guy that I'm thinking of. Who's your buddy?
Just kidding, my grad program. He's from Dallas, so he's a big Mavericks
I can't
fan.
hear you.
Hello?
I can hear him.
Oh, never mind. So this is Massey. Massey's got some BS crap again going. So I don't know how he's doing. Per league source, the Lakers are working on a trade with the Magic for veteran wing Terrence Ross.
It wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
imagine if LeBron gets traded. Ross. He says he's had enough.
Shut up.
He's like, I'm gonna go join the Nets. Send Simmons.
I just texted my buddy from my my grad program and said, "How you doing?" Because he's from Dallas, and I know he's a big Mavs guy. So I'm thrown for a loop. Porzingis getting traded, I did not expect today at all. Especially, why do the Wizards do that? Why?
The Wizards don't care. The Wizards are just like they've lit off a fuse in the Capital One Arena down there, and they're blowing it up.
I mean, this gets them out of their salaries like a year earlier, I guess.
Well, maybe that's the move. Maybe they're trying to free up so they can make a run on something. I mean, they have to do something to build better around Luka, and like clearly.
No, this gets the Wizards. The Wizards. Yes, well, this puts more salary on the Mavericks book, which makes it even more. I don't know, right? Because maybe it's even.
What you want?
Oh yeah, actually, it's even, I guess. Outside of Bertans, who's under books for an extra year, it's pretty even. So maybe this is Dallas trying to get more movable contracts instead of Porzingis, and Washington is just really wanted a second round pick, I guess. I mean, because they didn't like either of those assets. So I guess if you look at it from the perspective of that, it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I don't know. It's very weird. Wow. Okay. Well, 15 minutes. Cheers.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. I'm sending the chat. I won't mention it on stream. The discussions we've had, but
the trade
that
does
is
make
funny.
Dallas better, doesn't it? Better contract and more shooting. Barely more shooting. Not really, right? Like we're talking Dinwiddie shooting like 28%, Porzingis is shooting like 28%, and Bertans is shooting like 31%. So it was minimally more shooting, I guess. I'm just very confused at that. I'm very confused at the deal in general. What is happening?
It's a lot of money.
Someone tweeted "Rip to the 10-3 Wizards."
Yep. Those 2 Celtics losses are all for naught.
At the same time, though, I think a lot of people. This is totally random and off topic. A lot of people thought the Cavs would be in that same scenario, but shout out the Cavs. They're just good. They're
good on them.
Really good.
I remember talking about them early in the season. I remember that. We're like, hey, the Cavs are actually looking pretty good.
And now they got Karis LeVert, and they're ready to rumble, man.
They're a lot better than.
How did LeVert play yesterday?
Man, he looked off. He just looked a little shaky. I don't know if it was nerves or just like general like chemistry things.
Again, you take the floor for a prestigious franchise such as the Cavs. It does. You're shaking your boots a bit.
He shot 4 for 11 points. Like I said, shaky debut. It is what it is. I'm sure he'll be fine. He also didn't start, so they're working him up. Working him into that. Sabonis looked phenomenal, though. Justin Holiday looked great. The Pacers played tonight. I'm excited to watch them. They don't play tonight. Who else plays tonight? Washington plays tonight.
Washington plays Brooklyn in an absolute meeting of the Titans, clash of the Titans.
Man. Yeah, James Jones speaking Sam's language. I love Josh. I love Josh Richardson.
Josh rules, man.
Hey, he's from Ohio. Maybe
should I tweet Josh Richardson and tell him I'm sorry this had to happen?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, he's from Ohio, so definitely could be like a homecoming kind of nerves thing. Interesting. Someone, Tim Legler made a joke about Kristaps Porzingis. They call him the unicorn because you never see him.
You never see him?
True. Josh Richardson leaving.
Can we get F's in the chat for Josh?
Yeah, F's in the chat.
Gotta pour one out for Josh tonight. Seriously. I can't begin. I'm excited about the fact they made a trade.
Too much to ask for the internet.
I just didn't want them to just move Josh, man. The vibes were immaculate with him. I thought he got along with the Jays well. He basically checked all the boxes that you'd want out of a veteran, but
I like White too, though. I think White's a better player. I mean, I would definitely argue that.
He's second in the NBA in blocks per game among guards.
Who is?
Derrick White.
He's good. He's a good defender.
I didn't say he wasn't, but
yeah.
I wasn't expecting
really liked
that.
Him. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, who's first? Who is first?
I'm gonna get triggered now. Are you a Knicks fan, Swaggy D?
Oh God. Celtics.
That's all it takes. I pop off.
That's definitely a Knicks fan. It's okay.
Let's see. Guards. I'm going by NBA.com. Guards. Run it. Let's go by blocks.
Dude. Hi.
Oh, duh. Matisse Thybulle.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
there was. I mean,
Lonzo's also above him, and so
now that we've. Yeah,
he's tied. Anyway, sorry.
Oh man, we've got the fools in the chat now. Bet your house on it, please. Bet your house.
Who's your supplier?
Look for Romeo to have breakout season. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he'll probably end up playing a lot better in San Antonio with some time. I think my dad's in the chat asking for your cat, Tim. He says meow. I think he misses Luke.
Yeah, he went away somewhere. But
that's okay.
He'll probably come back around. I left the door
12 minutes. I'm like itching for more action now. It's like I need more. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll
Come
say
on.
this: if there are no
Something's
more
gonna
moves
happen.
made, they better sign Isaiah Thomas to one of those
Hearing
roster spots
Sixers
to
are
keep
still busy
everybody
on the
happy.
phones.
They don't
Sixers are
need
What
still
is
more
busy
this?
on the phones. Sixers.
Who?
Sixers.
Until
There was
unclear if anything else will happen. Backup point guard, center, and shooter would figure to be high on the list.
perhaps Josh Richardson
Schroeder for
a
Tybalt.
Tybalt. I mean, not Josh Richardson for
Schroeder
Tybalt.
for Tybalt.
I would
Hey,
lose my mind.
hey,
if
I
they
would
did
be
that
very
deal.
happy.
I would
Hey,
be super stoked.
If they
about
need a
that.
backup center too, you could have Freedom.
Oh
Throw
my
him in the deal.
God,
It
yeah.
works out perfectly. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Please.
Schroeder.
how perfect of a deal is there
We
compared
need some
to that?
shooting still.
You can get the boy Freedom for the Freedom Bell. No, Liberty Bell.
Hey,
I'm
Schroeder
sorry,
and
I'm
Freedom
just not
for Korkmaz and Tybalt. Who says no? There you go. You get a couple wings, get some shooting, get some defense. I'm just saying, if you want a backup point guard and a backup big man, Philly, we can make it happen. We can run it all day.
Oh man.
Oh man. My dad says Taco. I think Taco's in the G League. I think Taco's about to be out the league.
Well, you
next
can
year,
have to.
unfortunately.
There's open spots for the man to come back.
God, please stop. No, don't do it.
No,
Hey,
don't do that to
low
me,
key,
man.
low key, one of those roster spots. If Sam Hauser keeps shooting the way he's shooting, I'm just saying, it's right there, right? Like if they're looking to make some moves that way, don't doubt it. This could also open up some Neesmith minutes because they do need a wing now, right? They need that. Shorter Freedom for anything on Washington and send him to the Capitals.
Jalen Smith is unlikely to remain in Indiana.
Oh,
Pacers are receiving significant interest.
Schroeder.
Wait,
Schroeder for
what is
Jalen.
this?
Do it again.
Jalen Smith. He's.
Where'd you see
I literally
that?
put out a tweet. I was like, "Wow, this is great! Like they can give him run at the center position because they traded Sabonis, and now it's like, oh, never mind, they're gonna move him."
Where'd you see that? Sorry.
Fisher, Jake Fisher.
I need my Fisher
Friend of
notifications
the
on.
show.
I do
Friend
too.
of the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Good guy.
I need to put my Jake Fisher.
He
notice
wanted to
on.
promote his book, so he talked to us for 10 minutes.
He did. It was a good book. I started reading. I didn't finish
Or
it.
to
But it's a good
lose,
book.
right?
It did sound like a good book, to be very fair.
Built to lose. Yeah, it was very
Built to
interesting.
lose.
It talked about like Nerlens Noel on draft night and his panic. It was very. It was interesting. It was definitely good. Denver Nuggets are in the mix for Smith. Why? Please stop, Denver. Chill. You
Fun
have
fact:
Boogie.
my mom is flying the Nuggets into town. She is on the
Oh.
flight with Jokic and the boys.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
as we
kinda sick.
speak. Who knows?
Yeah, that's sick. Oh man. 10 minutes. 9 minutes. minutes. I got excited. I saw a tweet notification. It was just Tim.
Oh, it's just
Sorry, Tim. Yeah, just Tim. Sorry, Tim. Bannertown desperately needs another banner since the Truth's left.
No one's
Thank you,
arguing
Swaggy
you.
D NYC. Let me do some research real quick. New York Knicks last.
You know, he said he's not a Knicks fan, so you got to leave him alone.
Oh,
Okay,
so he
fine,
must be a
fine.
Nets
My bad.
fan.
Betting
Brooklyn
against them
Nets
tonight.
last championship. Yeah, all right. Not a Knicks fan. Betting against them to Smash City versus Warriors. Who are you a fan of? No, like not flaming. Like just genuinely curious. Swaggy D. What's your team? What's your cup of tea? Nets fan. Several trades in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, and stuff can get as long as it's in the league office by 3. Things can be reported well afterwards. So I'm sure. Like
For those of
Oladipo
you-
last year was like
Go ahead.
415.
Past the buzzer, yeah.
I'm about to speak some nonsense.
Oh,
For those of you wondering why my head's moving around, I am watching a game with this light post in my way, so I'm trying to.
What game?
Liverpool is
watching?
on during the
Oh,
deadline.
cool. What's the
Winning.
score? What we got?
0-0. It just started.
Who are they going
Who they
against?
play?
Leicester.
Okay.
Two teams I did see in August when I was across the pond.
How are the
We
Reds?
went to. They are second in the league.
Let's go.
He's just a
won?
fan of making money. I
can respect that. I can respect that.
What you want to do is
Who's-
you put your house on Grant Williams making more than 2 threes, even though he did not do it recently.
The one
When
night I
you
needed
had
him
the
to.
parlay, Jack, and that was the only thing you needed.
There's a curse.
I can no longer bet on the Richardson threes, though.
Oh, I'm nervous, man. I want something to happen.
7 minutes.
Things tend to go a little slow. This is Keith's reminder from this morning. Things tend to go a little slow till late morning, then another pause around lunch, then they pick up again. Trades often come out after 3 p.m. Teams just need to be in the trade call queue with the league by 3. So we shall see.
What does that mean? The
Henry
trade
just
call
tagged me.
queue.
I assume just like call it into the league office, and they probably have a long line of people calling stuff in. In 3 years, we're going to be talking about James Harden like we're talking about Russell Westbrook and John Wall from a contract standpoint.
Bobby Marks put that out, yeah.
Man.
I don't know if I really trust Bobby Marks' opinion.
I don't know. I don't know much about him.
Well, he was the architect of the Nets.
Robin Lopez just tweeted, Salvador Dali died in 1989. It's weird to think he may have seen the movie Predator. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin Lopez.
Robin Lopez, who was worth a first-round pick per the Magic.
I also think they'll end up buying him.
Robin Lopez is fire.
Which is insane. I mean, we've obviously seen stuff, Jack, but like the fact is like they were like, yeah, we want a first rounder. It's like, okay, it's not gonna happen, but like, good luck with that. A first rounder for him, man. Like that's.
I mean, like we've seen the reports on Terrence Ross saying that, like, you know, they're asking for a first, they'll probably get 2 seconds. I can't imagine it'd be much different for Robin. Like, if they get a second for him, I assume they'd take it, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Keith just retweeted Robin Lopez best tweet of the deadline. I love Robin Lopez. Someone responded, Robin, now is not the time. Oh my God. Someone just tweeted Derrick. You know the tweet where it's like a handshake? Like this person. Daryl Morey, handshake, Kendall Jenner, trading Ben Simmons for a superstar. Fire tweet. Amazing tweet. Molly Morrison.
Did you see the tweet I sent to the group chat?
Yes, I did. The Udoka one. I think I liked it, didn't I? Oh, I didn't like it. That's funny. Oh, man.
When did you send it?
12 minutes ago. Tim's just been refreshing the feed.
Dude, I don't see it. Oh, now I do. Goddamn. Oh, is it from Junkies? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, why? Do you
Oh, I follow Junkies.
Okay.
That's weird. I'm in a chat with Junkies.
Oh.
That was the first site I wrote for. Fun fact.
Really?
Junkies is a cool guy. Oh, when he subs up Brown for White.
Very funny.
Took like half a second to click. My brain is like, my brain's running on like Windows Internet Explorer right now.
Running on a delay.
Just overstimulated. I got like 2 screens going. I'm like,
hey, I'm just saying, Brad better be in that trade queue. Oh, baby. Oh.
I sure hope so.
If Dennis Schroeder is on the team by the end of the day, I'm so sad. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Do not want.
Montrezl Harrell is just. I mean, not Montrezl Harrell. Kristaps Porzingis thing is still blowing my mind. That's wild. So many. This trade deadline's been crazy in comparison to some other ones. Holy hell! I mean, just like, jeez. Why the hate for Schroeder, Jack? I've been adamant about.
He actually hates Germans. No, like he really hates German people.
No,
like he hates Dirk too.
Schroeder, he pounds the air out of the ball. He doesn't pass. He doesn't defend well. And now, especially, you have Derrick White, Marcus Smart, and Peyton Pritchard. I wouldn't play Schroeder over any of them. So I've been adamant about my hate all season, and now, especially that you have another guard in the rotation, I just don't think. I don't know. I think Schroeder's got to go.
It's fair, especially with some of the things that were thrown around about him attracting actual return in a trade. That'd be fantastic, but we've got 2 minutes till the official deadline. Again, does not mean deals cannot come out, but you might just be stuck with the one.
2, Sam.
Oh yes, he hated Theis.
2 trades. Sam, you missed it. You missed the Dozier Bobo trade.
That's yes.
The blockbuster.
They said, here, have some injured guys.
Please trade Dennis Schroeder. Please just trade him for, a bag of chips at this point.
I'll be honest. I'd rather have freedom off the roster. If that
No.
was the choice, if I had to choose between the two, I would want Ennis off the roster.
Just trade Schroeder and waive Freedom. There, easy, done. Just do it that way. That's fine. Yeah, I don't.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm just anxiously waiting.
Devin is giving you reassurance that a deal will be
Thank you,
made
Devin.
past the deadline.
I sure hope you're right, Devin. Oh man.
What ungodly amount? Oh well, what? Hold on. Which food should I eat an ungodly amount of today? Because I am very hungry. Very hungry.
Not chicken wings.
Not chicken wings. You say even on a buy one get one Thursday.
No, buy one get one
you
Thursday might
sicko.
be the deal. That might be the deal. But B-dubs, buy one get one.
I
Thursday.
should. What I should have did is just seen how many I could do on the stream.
Oh,
Jeez.
please
It was
no.
very poor planning.
There's some things that you just don't need to see. That's probably one of them.
KJ
No,
just tweeted. KJ just tweeted, "I'd literally trade you Ennis Cantor and Dennis Schroeder for a slice of bread."
It's gotta
I
be like
agree.
good bread though. Like we're talking like homemade, like fresh
No,
out
no.
the oven.
Which bread is
take
best?
nothing. Which bread is best?
Yeah.
Focaccia.
I like French bread, like the baguette.
Oh, like a baguette. Oh.
Houston is
Oh,
trading
oh,
Theis
I'm
for the
hungry.
Celtics.
Celtics get Theis.
Theis.
Wait, really?
Theis.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He's
Now-
back.
now-
Jack
now
is
just say-
irate. He
now just
hates the
say-
Germans.
That's not what I hate. Now just say you're trading. Just say you're getting rid of Schroeder. Just say it's a Schroeder trade. Just say it's a Schroeder trade. Schroeder
No.
and Freedom for Theis.
Give me.
Please.
Oh wait, hang on. Maybe they got shooters too. Let's see what else happens.
Please. Freedom to Houston?
Oh,
Wait,
man.
Henry, you serious? Henry, don't play with me. Henry, don't play with me.
Henry.
Henry, you can't joke like that. Okay, please. Okay, he's hoping. Henry, you can't do that. You can't do
Oh,
that.
man, don't tease me like that.
Dennis Schroeder!
Theis is
Dennis
fine.
Dennis for Theis! Dennis for Theis! Let's go! Dennis Schroeder for Theis! Let's go!
Brutal
Shams
for
Bob!
Dennis.
Let's go!
In a
Let's
package
go,
for Daniel
let's
Theis.
go.
Oh, there's
There's
more.
more.
Send Freedom
Oh, wait,
too.
there's
Send-
more.
send
Oh,
Freedom
please don't
too.
tell me it's like a first rounder.
I don't care. 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 Oh,
He's
baby.
back.
Let's go! The man is back! Wow. Wow. Rob, Tyson, Horford are back again. Who would have thought?
What a rotation.
What did I say that to you guys today? That it would be really great to have him in the NS role, or did I say it to somebody else?
I don't care. I just Tyson is back. I love it. Oh, now just say Freedom is going with Schroeder. Just say that, and yeah. Come on. Wow, it's probably like Schroeder in like 2 seconds.
Boston.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. They literally don't have the other details.
Oh boy.
We're gonna see more Theis seals though.
Thank God. Oh man. Wow, I'm ecstatic.
Ennis has to be on the move in this, right? Like
I
Ennis
don't
has
care.
to be on
I
the
don't
move.
care anymore because now he's definitely not going to get minutes, Tim, and that's what I care about, right? As long as the Ennis minutes are dead, I'm content. Oh baby.
Oh, Theis
Wow.
is electric.
It's in a package
Wow.
though. What else is going out?
I
with
assume
it?
it's just seconds. If I had to guess, it would just be seconds.
But what is Theis's contract right now?
8 million, 7 million. I can double check for you. I'll tell you in 2
Please
seconds.
do.
Daniel Theis is
Only
on the books for this year. He's on the books for 8.3. Oh, it's a long term. 8.3 this year, 8.7, 9.2, 9.6. So he's on the books.
They've got him. Oh, he's going to be a backup for a long time now.
till through 2024, 25.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not see that coming. I like it.
Yeah, Keith put it well. Bull, PJ Dozier, Josh Richardson, and Dennis Schroeder and Romeo for Theis and Derrick White. That's not a bad day. That's not a bad day.
And I don't think they're done yet.
I think they could be done. But even if they are done, I'm content.
Wishful thinking from Tim.
Yeah, 303.
If they get rid of Ennis,
Let's go! Oh, I'm so stoked. I love me.
Yeah,
some
see,
Daniel
like
Theis.
this is acceptable for Schroeder. It's acceptable.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. I don't
Not
know
a
why the
second round
Rockets.
pick.
I guess it doesn't matter for the Rockets. They get off some money. That's probably it.
Jeremy Grant remains with the
remains
Pistons.
Pistons.
See, why do they tweet when it's not news?
Yes, come on, Shams. That ain't
Like,
news.
that's not news. Don't tweet it.
Wow. Wait, Houston also gets Freedom and Bruno. Yeah, let's go!
Yes! Let's go! Yes!
Oh, what a day!
Yes!
What a day!
Get out of
What
here!
a day! Wow!
Get out! Let's
Rip
go!
What a
Bozo.
day! Oh,
They're gonna love him in Houston. He's gonna fit right
wow!
in.
He got rid of Freedom and he got rid of Schroeder. Oh, wait. What? Wait a second. Wait, okay, count with me. PJ, Bobo, Romeo, Josh, Dennis, Ennis, Bruno. Right?
That's a lot of open
The
spots.
roster spots.
Whole lot of roster spots. What's that?
They have
mean?
5. They have 5 open roster spots now. 5. That's a crazy
Well, they can sign us
amount of
3. Isaiah Thomas. And they can give Hauser a full contract.
I think they're going to give Hauser
So-
a full contract, and I think they're going to do some more work. I think there's
Celtics
some deals that
blog-
still need to go through.
Celtics blog just tweeted, Ime, I'm going with an 8-man rotation. Brad, okay, that's all the players you get.
That's it.
And Gary Washburn tweeted, Daniel Theis already has 2 fouls in his first game back with the Celtics. Oh my God, I'm ecstatic.
Oh my God. Yes.
I'm guessing the Celtics also took another player back in the Houston trade. Boston can't be getting 4 open roster spots, says Keith.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering who they're
Augustine?
getting back.
Augustine.
That would be awesome. That would be good. That's a solid pickup. If they
Hold
did
up.
that.
Let me look through the Rockets roster to look for shooters really quick. Garrison Matthews. Get the Garrison Matthews trade. Just send it back.
No deal
for
for
the
the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Deal.
They'll
For
focus
the
on the
Lakers.
buyout market. Good luck with that.
See, well,
Oh,
see you
man.
later.
I am amped.
Eric
Oh,
Gordon.
man.
No, they can't afford Eric Gordon.
No, well, no,
Jay
they
Sean
can't.
Tate. Dream.
I'd like Tate.
David Nwaba. David Nwaba could be possible if they go full defense. DJ Augustine. Kenyon Martin, Armani Brooks, but I think they like him. I assume it'll be DJ Augustine or David Nwaba, if I had to guess. But wow. How do you grade Stevens' first trade deadline? A+. He got rid of Freedom and Schroeder. That's a W. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I mean, they
And I
made
like
something
Derrick
out of Schroeder. They made something out of Jay Rich.
This is their long-term core now. They're banking on this because this is like the contracts on the team are now very long. You're talking Smart on a 5-year extension, Robert Williams on a 5-year extension. You know, you can deal Horford this offseason, but Derrick White's on it for 5 years. Daniel Theis is as your backup center for 5 years or 4 years. Sorry. The Jays are now there. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the core. Dennis, Bruno, and Ennis for Theis. Wow. Brad Stevens is a madman. Oh. Wow. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I love it.
We just sweat out the end of the deadline.
I
mean, we were sitting here.
How did the Knicks make no trades and the Lakers make no trades?
Because they clown.
Terrence Ross just tweeted the Leonardo DiCaprio gift. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. Terrence.
man.
I'm
so
sure he's
funny.
thrilled. I'm sure he couldn't be happier to be on Orlando still.
No, I think he likes it in Orlando. He's content there. I mean, I don't think he cares. Like that's his team. Oh wow, there could still be more. I guess. Told you you'd be okay. Thank you, Devin. You're right. I appreciate it. Thank you for reassuring me. I'm ecstatic. My friend on the Mavericks just sent me. Oh wait, I meant about the trade. He doesn't even know about the trade, I don't think. Wow.
Boy.
I'm shocked. Lakers have nothing anyone wants. Make LeBron suffer with the team he put together.
This is wild.
And
I
picked
just-
his team.
Ah,
No sympathy.
my brain is like racking right now. Sweet lordy.
My friend just texted me. I just finished practice. What the fuck happened with Porzingis? My Mavericks fan friend.
Oh man,
I said you got Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. Have fun with that. Let's see what he says. Who's ready for the triple big lineups? He said,
no.
"LOL, franchise is a joke." Wow.
There has to be more coming back in this deal.
For the Celtics, yeah, I'm curious, but honestly, to be completely transparent, I don't care. I'm happy.
I mean, I don't care. I just want to see what they're. I'm mainly just curious what they're going to do with all these roster spots.
Okay, Romeo. Let's count it again. Romeo, PJ, Bol. Right? Okay, just make sure I'm doing this right. Bol, Dozier, Romeo, Josh, Bruno, Cantor, Freedom. That's 7. Minus the 2 you get back in White and Theis. 5 open rosters? 4. What did I do wrong?
Derrick White, Theis. Am I blanking on something?
Jack's right.
Bol, Dozier, Romeo, Josh. And then the 3 in the Rockets trade: Bruno, Cantor, Dennis.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
You get 5. White and Theis back.
There has to be more going on. Moses Brown is going to get released by the Mavericks.
Is he really?
So that trade looks like.
Where'd you see that?
Good. I just saw that on a transaction thing.
Wow. No deals for the Grizzlies. I'm just seeing the no deal stuff coming in. Wow. Whew.
Wow.
The defense is going to be crazy. And they ducked the tax. So big dubs all around for the Celtics.
How they fill these roster spots, though.
Someone tweeted at the Rockets trade. I mean, this Theis trade doesn't make them better. It's a bad trade. I'm sorry. You don't. I'm so happy. Rockets may look at buyouts on one or both of the players.
I legitimately just unplugged my iPad for like 10 seconds and it died.
Jeff Goodman just tweeted this. Celtics fans, here's one teammate of Derrick White's on his game. Like a Derrick White teammate. Super unselfish, competes his ass off, very underrated defensively. He can be a full-time point guard. So he can be whatever the Celtics need him to be, basically, which is huge. Wow. I'm ecstatic. My friend just goes, and did we get like draft picks for Porzingis? I said, nah, you gave up a second.
Oh man. Well, as long as we got like draft picks back, right?
He's not really happy.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, Theis is back in. Brad really just said, "All right, Danny, you're done now. I'm getting all the players I like back, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna run." He really just goes, "Give me Horford back and give me Theis back. I like these big men, and this is what we're doing." Wow, holy crap. Hawks made no trades either, did they?
No, they didn't make any. Yeah, so Celtics have 5 open roster spots. Hauser's probably going to get brought up, you figure.
Keith just tweeted, All-Star draft tonight might be wild.
Oh, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, Celtics have 5 open roster spots.
Who's getting a call?
That's me. My bad. You guys keep talking.
Jack's sources are coming through.
Call it in.
Let's see.
Oh man, my brain is.
I agree with this. Downgraded shooting, getting rid of Richardson. That's what I'm worried about. I think that's
which makes me wonder if there's more coming back into these trades. Like we're gonna see some stuff, some details trickle out. There's gonna be buyouts too. That's a lot of open roster spots. They're not gonna leave those open for long. They need the depth.
Yep.
So I'm just wondering what's gonna happen there.
Now with 5 roster spots open, Celtics can sign any of the guys that they looked at during their hardship exemption tryouts, says Celtics blog. But I don't know what that means exactly. Because you downgrade shooting. Yeah, the shooting's definitely a concern, clearly. It's definitely something the Celtics do need to look at. But
Freedom has been waived.
Really? No, bye. My thing is, you downgraded shooting, sure. they were winning games regardless of their shooting anyways, right? And now you improved the one thing that was helping you win those games regardless of shooting. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like their defense got a lot better with this trade. You turn Dennis Schroeder into Derrick White on the defensive end, and you turn Enes Freedom into Daniel Theis on the defensive end. That's an unequivocal upgrade. Sure, you lose some shooting by losing Jay Rich. That does hurt. But you still have, people forget Celtics' best two players are shooters. There you go. Derrick White's not a bad shooter.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Grant Williams is great. Horford's been turning around. I don't know. I'm confident. I like the moves, especially long term. But wow. Tim, that tweet. Let Pelinka cook. Oh my God. What a day. We can hang out for another like 10 or so minutes if you guys want, but I feel like everything's probably.
I think it's done. Oh man, I gotta see if I'm recording an episode tonight to just recap all of this madness.
Holy hell!
I'm so glad he's off the roster.
I'm happy. I don't know. I don't care if you're talking about Freedom or Schroeder, but I know.
I was gonna say. I was waiting for you to be like, which one?
Wow,
man. My brain.
And Enes Freedom really waited till 3 p.m., hit 3:03, and then he doesn't have a job anymore. Jeez.
Brutal.
Celtics will be holding teams to 80 points. My friend just texted me back, KP and a second. Yes, sir. There's your deal.
Well, he can speak at that conference.
Wait, Rockets waive Dennis too? Where are you seeing that, Teflon?
No,
why would they waive Dennis?
Actually, yeah, that would make sense because they don't want him on the team. They're not going to play him instead of anyone else that they're trying to get him on.
Someone I follow on Twitter just tweeted, Enes Freedom can speak at CPAC now. Big day for him.
Yeah.
He can speak in his conference now. Wow.
What a clown. Even Gary Washburn's saying it. Now the Celtics have plenty of roster space for Isaiah Thomas. Is that seriously going to happen right now?
No.
They're going to bring back IT?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I guess if you want shooting.
People, I can understand saying, okay, maybe the Richardson thing isn't great. But, people who saying today sucked for the Celtics, I feel like that's a bit too far. I think today was a dub. I think it was a good trade deadline, especially for Brad Stevens' first trade deadline. To get rid of Schroeder and Freedom and bring back Theis is a huge win. I can see the downside of the White trade, but I also think it's going to benefit the Celtics long term. But, man, yeah, Josue Pavone just tweeted, Celtics depth chart after NBA's 3 p.m. deadline. Smart, White, Pritchard, Brown, Nesmith, Tatum, Horford, Grant Williams, Robert Williams, Theis. I mean, talk about gutting your youth, right? You have.
I guess they really believe in Nesmith.
I like that, though. If I had to pick between him and Langford, I think I'm going Nesmith because he's been healthy. The issue is just getting him reps.
Horford,
and you need him. You need to use him.
I mean,
he's going to be perfect as a movement shooter.
I think Hauser will.
Al too.
PJ Dozier just got waived.
Oh, Hauser.
PJ Dozier just got waived by the Magic. So there you go. Buyout market could be huge for the Celtics. Buyout market's going to be huge for the Celtics now this season.
It needs to be.
And
spot.
I don't know how much Henry LiAngelo Ball to the sea. Shut up. I don't know how much cap space they'll have, and I don't think it'll be much. But they have spots to work with, so free agency is going to be a lot more interesting for them too now, right? So maybe Juwan Bigerin and Jan Madar can come over and play. But you forgot about those
over mid-season.
The Boston Celtics will explore converting Sam Hauser to a standard contract from his 2-way deal. Source tells Celtics blog from Keith Smith.
Yeah, Keith.
That'd be huge. I really like Hauser. He's been great in the G League too. Wow. Whew. I'm coming down off a high. Game of zones, we need you, says Terrence Ross. True.
The dopamine hit from the Schroeder trade is wearing off.
Donovan Mitchell quote tweeted Joel Embiid's tweet of the guy. He said, bro. Oh my God. There's a new big 2.5 in Brooklyn. That's a funny tweet.
That is funny. God. It's just, they're still going to be bad for a little while. I mean, Kyrie might play in Washington tonight. Washington will be depleted because they just trade a bunch of guys, so they should win. But
wow, Theis is gonna be back in Boston. That's so fire, dude. I'm so hyped. We're gonna see Theis back in the Celtics uniform. You know the ovation is gonna be fucking hyped.
The center rotation gets a lot better now. Like a lot
so much better. Celtics big man rotation is nice now. Wow. All right. Well, I think that's probably the end of the madness. We can start to wrap it up here, I guess. Wow. Final thoughts on the day, fellas. What are we thinking?
Well, let's see. Ben Simmons has already talked to Kevin Durant and Sean Marks.
Yeah.
Rich Paul's the worst, man. F that guy.
Jay King tweeted, Ime Udoka was mad at the third stringers the other day for giving up the most of the lead, and now the Celtics don't have any third stringers, so it really does make you think.
We got ourselves a goal, fellas.
Liverpool, there you go.
A goal.
Wow. All right, final thoughts before we get out of here. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm excited to watch the game tomorrow. Hopefully they get guys or bodies in time to,
They
have
better.
a good team against Denver.
Like
it's still important to keep winning games at this point. Did I lag?
No, you're here.
No, I'm good. All right. Yeah, it's important to keep winning games at this point. You got to keep up with the standings, especially with Brooklyn and Philly getting a little bit better. Got to try and fight for a good playoff spot. You don't really want to get bounced in round one, especially – I don't know. It feels like you made some moves to get a little bit better this season, as well as going forward, obviously, with Derrick White's contract. But Theis is definitely an upgrade over Cantor. They anticipate playing Pritchard in those minutes, I guess, because they're not going to have Richardson around to handle the ball anymore.
Yeah. I think White will get those minutes.
Well, White will get those minutes, too. Kind of forgot he was on the team for a second.
I think they'll probably pick up a guard or a wing and shooting in the buyout market, or just in general with their roster spots. I can't imagine they go without it. Assume Hauser gets some extended run now, which will be fun. Very excited. Mayhem saying Brad's doing a good job for his first year, so we don't talk about Bruno. It's a good meme. I'm just very excited. And Theis is an okay shooter. I think he's having a down year, but they have decent shooters around the Jays, right? It's not ideal. Like obviously Grant Williams is the only really good shooter. But you have it's not like they have guys who can't shoot, right? They don't have Ben Simmons. They don't have a center who can't space the floor outside of Rob. I don't know. I'm just very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. We went for almost 2 hours here. We're talking. This will also be up as a podcast. It won't be a conventional one, obviously, but yeah. Sam says, who will be on the buyout market? I don't know, man. I think that'll be the interesting thing.
Cantor, perhaps, right?
No,
Talk about a free trade.
Oh man.
That would kind of be hilarious if they just re-signed both of them to nothing. Well,
you never know. Maybe Terrence Ross could hit the buyout market. You never know what they want to do. You could look at some Wizards players. They can maybe look to hit the buyout market. Some Pacers guys. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other people on bad teams that could hit the buyout market. Let me take a look at the Pacers roster. I'll go over a few things. Kent Bazemore. I mean, if you want him, he hasn't been great this season. Tristan Thompson can hit the buyout market. He just wants to bring the whole game.
I'm good on that. Thanks, though. Sorry, work call.
No worries. We're looking at potential buyout options for the Celtics this season. I don't know. Could they buy out Buddy Hield? That'd be an expensive buyout. But there's that.
That'd be hilarious if they did. I don't think they're gonna, but if they did, it'd be hilarious.
DJ Augustine could hit the buyout market. That's very possible.
I like DJ.
Maybe Kemba hits the buyout market. That'd be sad but funny. There's that. Eric Bledsoe could hit the buyout market. Yusuf Nurkic could hit the buyout market. I'm thinking here.
I don't know if B-Rob's trolling with this. He must be. Did you see B-Rob's
Celtics?
No,
some Celtics potential open roster spot signing candidates: Isaiah Thomas, Jonas Jerebko, Brad Wanamaker, Gigi Zatome, Gerald Green.
That is so funny.
I love Gigi.
Wow. Nuggets are planning to sign DeMarcus Cousins to another 10-day. Expected to be available in Boston. Wow. All right. I'm just looking at potential buyout candidates right now. Like, what other teams could buy out players? Terrence Ross, potentially. Robin Lopez, Gary Harris didn't get traded, so maybe him. Kelly Olynyk, maybe they buy him out and the Celtics really bring the band back together.
Oh, I'd love to have Kelly back, especially this version of him.
Corey Joseph could hit the buyout market. Richaun Holmes is sticking around, so there's that. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see wait and see what happens. I'm excited. Just going forward, I'm excited to see what happens. But final thoughts before we get out of here, fellas. What do we think?
Happy. Still reeling, but happy.
Yeah. Sam?
We'll see tomorrow, I hope, at least. We'll see in the coming weeks. I'm interested to see Derrick White, see him on the Celtics, see how he fits, see his defense, all that. Obviously, happy to have Theis back. Theis rules. And as I said to you fellas in the chat earlier today, I really thought he would be a good fit behind the two bigs they've got already as that third guy. You can rely on him. That was his role. The first time he joined the Celtics, he was behind Baines and Horford, played really well off the bench, dealt with some knee injuries, but he was pretty good at that. And we're going to keep our eyes open to see what else is going to happen.
Celtics new bench.
Moves to be made.
Celtics new bench. Peyton Pritchard, Derrick White, Aaron Nesmith, Grant Williams, Daniel Theis.
Not too bad.
Sounds pretty good to me. I like it. Anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in. If you're listening to this as a podcast on From the Rafters feed, thank you for doing that. A little bit of a longer one, less organized, but live reactions, you get what you get. We'll be here tomorrow before the Nuggets game, before that kicks off. It's been the trade deadline special of the Bannertown build-up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Peace.
Taco, come on. Taco's having some fun here. That is bogus! These guys are ridiculous.